All right, so buenos tardes, Danzza. Mucho gusto. It's a pleasure to see you. And first thing first, I like to let everyone know the fascinating music of yours because I think many of us need such beautiful voices with so much healing power. Uh, Please introduce your band for us, how you got to know each other, and how long have you been together as a band?
¿Esto tú?
This question is for you.
Bueno, pero contesto, que sé que es la que hablas en inglés.
Okay. Um, Andrés started Danzza in 20 years ago as a solo project. He wanted to express all his the things, the music things was that were in his head, and so he creates Andanza as a solo project because he had been in some rock and metal bands, and all that projects was broken. And he thought, okay, I would like to start something that never broke, and with just me. Estoy diciendo
Sí, 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 sí,
lo
sí.
entiende, ¿no? That's why he started with Andanza, and he created his first songs for Andanza using MIDIs,
Virtual Instrument.
virtual instruments. Um, he was creating some years the music. He collaborated with some singers around the world and some musicians around the world and online. And after some after uh, after some years, he was looking for a singer in the same city for working together because he had worked with some singers but online, and he wanted to explain some things and to work better with something in the same place. So he wrote looking for a singer in some places in internet, and I found it. I thought, oh, maybe.
The first one que escuché. Díselo,
He
que
said
llama la
that
atención.
I was the first singer that convinced him after the after wrote the announcement. Um, and yes, it was in 2016, ¿fue 2017? No, 2015. It was 10 years ago.
Oh, you're a
So
stable formation.
yes, it was just 10 years ago. So after that, I was going to collaborate in one or two songs, but he was very happy with the result, and we record the Whispers of the Forest album, and the rest.
And given how many albums you released, you are working together very nicely, I see. Okay, as for your music, I got to admit that I know you since the last year, but from that time I have been enchanting literally for every listening of your newest song. I try to catch up with your albums as well because I think it's great what you are doing. One remarkable thing for me is that you are making this type of charmingly beautiful music in a full-hearted manner, uh, and all compliments for it. But how could you describe the music of Andanza, and for whom would you recommend it for a listening?
Que describa la música de Danzza.
Es difícil. Bueno, lo digo y luego lo traduces, ¿no?
Sí,
Vale. La música de danza es como muy ecléctica,
it's very
porque
eclectic.
al principio, digamos que experimentaba un poco, estaba aprendiendo, experimentaba un poco las músicas que me
In the
gustaban.
beginning, he was making experiments with the music that he liked.
Sí. Y bueno, dile que en realidad vengo del metal y que al principio a mí lo que me gustaban era bueno, me gustaba todo el metal, pero que las canciones típicas estas que meten en los discos de Blind Guardian, de las baladitas, las
He liked
más medievales y todo eso.
he was in the metal world, and the metal music is the music that he liked. He liked very much the ballads in the metal albums.
Ah,
O sea, de acoustics, medieval, toda esa parte. Entonces, y a partir de ahí fue experimentando porque, ya te digo, música celta, vikinga,
He was trying with other styles like
medieval.
Celtic music, medieval, Nordic, Viking.
eh, y fue un poco así experimentando. Y entonces los discos son un poco eclécticos, aunque luego ha habido discos temáticos.
That's the reason why some of the albums are very eclectic.
Y también un poco coqueteando con la música New Age, con
He
música electrónica
he has tried things with the new age music, electronic,
y luego
sometimes
pues
in some albums.
muchas influencias, muchas
A
influencias.
lot of influences.
Dark folk, música gótica,
Gothic music also.
eh, de todo un poco. Entonces hay algunos discos que son temáticos también musicalmente, algunos discos que están enfocados a la música vikinga, etcétera, etcétera. Sí, sí, sí.
There are some albums that are more focused on a style, but others are like very eclectic.
yeah, really, I can imagine fantasy or medieval landscape while listening to your music, and I'm a big lover of fantasy books, so I think it's also great for reading like Tolkien or Patrick Rothfuss or such books and stuff. Yeah, now let's dig deeper into your albums. As I know, it took 6 years to complete your very first album. And how do you remember achieving this very first and big milestone in your career? And how did the recording of this album go? And what has changed in your songwriting since then?
¿Quiere que le cuentes con
Sí, sí.
respecto al primer, ¿lo has entendido?
Sí, que lo que ha cambiado, ¿no?
Sí, con respecto a cuando compusiste el primer álbum, ahora.
Bueno, pues ahora escucho muchas más bandas del estilo de Pagan Folk.
Nowadays, he listens a lot of more bands of the pagan folk style, something that in the beginning he never did that.
Claro, y entonces ahora pues me influencia más todas esas bandas
So now he feel more influences of that bands from the pagan folk sound.
Mhm.
y bueno, es un poco explorando y seguir explorando también.
Um, he only wants to seeking more and more and more to explore more in the music.
Oh yeah, it's great that you are open-minded and throughout the years you try to incorporate to mix all music you like and you met with. I think it's a great attitude for writing music. And you have lots of years behind you and lots of albums as I saw. So please summarize your 20 years of making music and which values have you created from the early days in it? And how do your early records look like in terms of sound, lyrics, and which is your musical direction now?
Okay. Um, mm, 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 mm. ¿Lo has entendido?
No.
¿Cómo han cambiado tu sonido y tus letras? ¿Cuál ha sido tu
Ah, bueno,
evolución musical a
pues
través de los años?
eso corresponde tú, porque eres la letrista.
Bueno, pero en cuanto al sonido, ¿puedes explicar tú sobre el sonido?
¿Cómo ha cambiado?
Mm.
Eh, pues no lo sé. ¿Cómo cambiarlo?
Mm.
Mm, pues lo que contaste antes, que no sé qué decir.
Um, about the lyrics, it has changed a lot because now I'm the person behind the lyrics. No, not all of them. He still write some of the lyrics, but uh, in the new album, all the lyrics are mine except one, for example. So that part had changed a lot because now it's a woman who is inside. um, in the beginning, it was more like he was trying things, and now it's like he knows more what he wants to to say, to express with the music.
And then this is the same way of thinking of you in nowadays albums and songs. So your direction of making music stayed the same with incorporating new influences.
Que si la dirección musical es la misma, incorporando nuevas influencias.
Sí, a ver, es que a mí lo que me gusta es ir variando, entonces no, digamos que no hay una dirección, no apunta hacia una dirección, sino que hay múltiples direcciones.
It's
Entonces,
not
en un momento dado hago una música, pero en el futuro me voy por aquí, me voy para allá.
it's
Entonces,
not one direction. It's like sometimes he wants to say something in one direction, but other times there are
many ways, ¿no?
many ways.
Oh, I see, I see. All right. From music to back to the copies of the album. So I realized that there are not too many physical copies of your albums that were released, but that all of them are available rather in a digital format. Is there a reason for that? Maybe this is the way you stay independent and you can preserve your characteristic sound with it.
¿Lo has entendido?
Sacar CDs en
Sí,
físico,
que eso, que como que
porque no,
porque es.
no se vende. ¿Qué es eso?
Um, we did some copies with the Whispers of the Forest album, but the physical copies, it's very difficult to sell the physical album. So we still have a lot of copies.
Por lo menos en España, yo no sé fuera, pero en
In
España
Spain, it's not
no es rentable.
is not you're going to lose money. So we prefer the digital. It's easier. That go to everywhere in the world is very fast. Yes,
Al final
that's the
la
reason.
gente, la mayoría del público está en streaming.
Most of people uh, prefer streaming,
Aunque a nosotros nos encanta, a mí por lo menos me encanta lo que es la parte
but
física, me
but
encanta.
we really love the physical album.
Yeah, I'm also a disc collector, but by myself. But it's a
Claro.
great idea to spread your music to bigger crowd throughout the internet. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and while you are making the albums, you had a lot of concerts as well. And your first concert was in 2016, and it had to take like 10 years to get there. How do you recall this event? What memories do you have of it?
¿Has entendido?
Sí, pero qué concierto el de Nightfall?
The Nightfall, sí.
Pues yo muy nervioso y
He remembers he
porque,
was very nervous
porque a mí me gusta, lo que me gusta es estar detrás de las cámaras
because
y trabajo
he
teatral.
prefers to be in the cave composing. He doesn't love the live thing, the concert, and um, but you
Sí,
enjoy.
sí, pero que tú eres la de las artes escénicas, eres tú.
he feels more comfortable behind the scenes, composing and
Producing, todo.
reproducing, all that studio things. Yes, I like very much the concerts. I feel personally, I feel I find this this thing that is very close with the people, that you feel the people, the reaction of the people when you're playing the songs. That's, I think that's a very special thing that you can't find when you just send the music with record the music and send the CD or the album digital. That's the thing that I miss when with the digital music, not the with the record music, I mean.
Yeah, and I'm sure that your crowd gives you so much pleasure and energy that it motivates you to go back to the studio and compose music. So I think it's a positive feedback.
Yeah, it's great. It's also great to record, but the live music has something that is magical. It's unique.
Yeah, definitely. So the main reason to make this interview is your upcoming album titled Encantadas, which is going to be released on the 21st of March. The songs tell us a lot about ancient mythologies and stories quite capturing the listener's attention. What made you choose these stories and where did you find all of them? Which books or literature have you used?
Yes, looking for some two books about the fairies. Encantadas are the Spanish fairies. Uh, they are legends about magical feminine creatures. Um, yes, they are like fairies. The Iberian fairies. So we looked for some books about two books about Spanish fairies and Portuguese fairies and mythologic, and also some ¿cómo se dice? Artículos.
Mm,
Um,
mm, mm.
some articles in about mythology, also.
Okay, so all fairy tales and mythology books. Great.
Yes.
Okay, so and in which aspects Encantadas has changed compared to your previous album? And is there any of your album you can compare the album to Encantadas?
Oh, they are very different. ¿Lo has entendido?
Sí,
They are very, very different.
bueno, porque veníamos de un disco mm, tipo de foltrónica, y luego otro vikingo y este pues completamente diferente.
Yes, Ancestrance was very folkloric music, and the previous Visions of a Volva is Viking music, and this one is more folk.
Hmm.
Oh, you had a more folky
They are very,
attitude.
very different. All of them are folk, but very different.
Oh, great, thank you. In addition, I'm very curious about the setting of this recording, where you have recorded the album, and how did the writing and selection of the songs go? Have you put all the songs you've written into this record? Can we expect physical copies of it?
Bueno, pues aquí lo hemos grabado en casa, lo hemos grabado en mi home estudio y lo hemos grabado con
With,
instrumentos virtuales y también con instrumentos físicos y con...
espera. We've recorded at his home studio, with virtual instruments and also with real instruments
y las voces.
and my vocals. ¿Qué más?
Eh, no sé, lo otro que he preguntado es las copias físicas, ¿no? Que si,
Y si va a haber copias físicas.
mm, posiblemente no, pero
About
nos
physical
gustaría.
copies, we would like it, but we don't think so.
De que si esta entrevista que si la leen 1000 personas o 10.000, que hacemos copia.
If there are thousands of people that want physical copies, we make it.
I would be happy for about it. Yeah, and speaking a bit more of this album, I absolutely loved all the melodies on it, but I have one favorite, La Encanta. Could you tell us more about this song?
Yes, ¿quiere que hables de La Encantada?
Habla tú porque es la letra.
La Encantada is a song about a legend from my home place in Murcia. Is in the southeast of Spain. Um, it's a it's a legend in a about old woman that appear um, on a fountain to a man who needs to drink. And the old woman says to him, if you want some water, you have to kiss me. And the man say no. And when he say no, the fountain disappears. And after some days, the the history repeats. And finally, he says, okay, I'm going to kiss you. Some people say that he says yes because he was very drunk that day. And when he kissed her, the old woman transforms into a very young and beautiful woman who says, I'm very rich, I'm going to marry you, you're going to enjoy all my treasures and palace and a lot of things. And he says he was very shocked, and he said, oh Jesus. And when he says Jesus, everything disappeared. And it's a very, very old legend in my home place. Um, and we wanted to use this story for the music. And the music of that song is it's a jota murciana. A jota it's a folkloric style,
Traditional style.
a traditional style in Murcia, in my city, in my place.
Wow, fascinating. Thank you for this little storytelling within the interview. Uh, Now to the visuals. You also released a few videos to Encantadas. Where have these videos been captured and what made you choose these gorgeous landscapes for it?
Mm. Sobre los videoclips.
¿Cómo los elegimos? Pues viajando, mirando y aquí al lado.
Yeah, we like travel, and we like to look for some places for the videos. We enjoy a lot making the videos. We work alone, two alone. Everything we do is just Andres and me. The first single, Moura, the place was in Asturias, in the north of Spain, in a very, 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 very magical and special place that we totally loved. And we said we need to 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 film here. We need it. I don't know why we thought that, but we thought we need to record him because some it has something magic and special, and I can explain. But yes, it was a very, very special place. And about Dama de Amboto, the second video, the second single, it was very near here. in a place where we like to go and inspire and feel inspired by the nature. It's a place that we always go in our day a day. We like very much that place. Aloha's the third video and the third single, it was here in Madrid, in Spain. Not very far. It's just like 1 hour in the north of Madrid, in a lake, very beautiful, that near a place where we like to play in Navacerrada. That we're going to play again there. We have a concert. It was in April. In April, we're going to play there a concert again there in Navacerrada. So we had watched the place when we were there for the concert, and we thought, we need to came here again to filming.
You're very lucky to have such fascinating places. That's sure I gave some sites and cities to my traveling bucket list when I will go to Spain once.
Spain is
Uh,
very beautiful and
really?
different, very different landscapes.
Yeah, amazing. Uh, yeah, to the concerts. I know that your concert was postponed from this 14th of December to this year, May, and it features Layali Alcazar, amazing Oriental dancer performing during the songs of Encantadas. What can we expect from the concert evening? Maybe it will be recorded or streamed somewhere?
Oh, I don't think so, stream. Es que si lo vamos a hacer por streaming.
Hombre, lo queremos grabar y luego poner algo en los medios, sí.
Streaming, no, but we want to record and to share maybe by YouTube the videos of the concert. What people could expect about that? All the songs of Encantadas. We're going to play all the songs of Encantadas, and there's other songs. The Spanish and the English are mixing in my head. Sorry. And also other songs that are very important for us, like Hécate song.
Well, really
Y bueno,
looking for
grabamos
it.
con violinista y con bailarina.
Yes, it's going to be in a trio format. Violinist Andrés, he's going to play guitar and buzuki, and me, that I'm going to sing and to play some percussion. And we also we're going to be with the dancer Nayeli Alcázar, that she is wonderful. You can watch her dancing in the Beltane video, in our Beltane video. You're going to see her dancing there.
Great. Oh, turning back to natural sites, I suppose nature plays a crucial role for you. It inspires you in making your songs and your music. Could you tell us about your time spent on the Iberian Peninsula and on all the wonders you met there? Could you mention a couple of beautiful landscapes which you always desire to visit?
Yeah, about the Iberian Peninsula. We live in the Iberian Peninsula, so we're here. Yes, it's very important for us, the nature. Is a very important part and inspiration for us. ¿Quieres añadir algo aquí?
No, lo que has dicho que es muy inspirador para nosotros y eso, la naturaleza, y que
Yes, for us very important. And yeah, usually we just walk in the nature, um, breathe, just breathe in the nature. I think it's healing.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Every natural landscape has its characteristics, but I think musicians has their own complex characters and soul landscapes as well. So I'd like to ask you to tell us about your personalities. How eccentric or ordinary people do you deem yourself? And what kind of values are you considering the most important besides nature?
Especial.
bueno, contesta tú primero y luego
No,
contesto.
no, de
Eh, yo soy, ¿qué soy? Yo no soy orden. Yo soy excéntrico.
Andrés says he's very eccentric. Yes, I think musicians are not very ordinary people. I think
Think
you
so.
need to, yeah, you need um, to watch. Maybe you tend to watch little things that maybe other people don't see or don't want to see. I don't know.
Porque para dedicarse a la música y especialmente al folk, hay que, o sea, no puede estar un poco locos.
Andres said that if you want to play music and especially folk music, you need to be a little crazy.
Why not? Yeah, okay. So for the future plans, what can we expect from you in the future? And what kind of goals do you have? Or do you have some dreams waiting to be accomplished?
Seguir a ver qué nos depara, lo que nos depare la música, no sé. Es que tampoco
The way music wants to to guide us
seguir trabajando porque al final para mí
to
es una necesidad seguir haciendo música, entonces
to keep playing music because we need making music, we need play, we need it for our our life. We need it. It's like we need to breathe and we need to play music. So the main the main objective is to keep creating music and to keep playing.
claro, lo que nos gustaría es llegar a más gente, siempre llegar a más gente, pero que eso da igual porque al final, como vamos a seguir haciéndolo, llegue más gente o no.
He said that we would like to 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 our music was listened by many more people, like every musician in the world, I think. But even if nobody listened to it, we
It's the same.
it's the same for us. It's the same. We were keeping music. We were creating music in the same way. So
Yeah, I think
that's
it's important to preserve your own pleasure of making music and all the energies coming from it. Yeah, so I think so that musicians are quite unique persons with very different ways of seeing and thinking about the world, but I think it's a great thing, and I'm really grateful for that to have this interview for you. So thank you for being here and giving me the chance to know you better. And I wish you lots of joyful years spent with music. Find always pleasure in it, be unique and be crazy, as you said.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the support for Danzza. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Have a nice evening. Buenas noches.
Buenas
Gracias.
noches.
Bye.
Thank you.